Erica Mazzanani is still trying to come to terms with the death of her boyfriend, 37-year-old Glenn Ybanez. Last week, Monday, the two got into her car and were heading to school as she does each weekday. Mazzanani is studying to become a certified pharmacy technician, while Ybanez was studying business management online. As they left their apartment complex in Las Vegas, Nevada, she says she noticed a police car entering her complex parking area. The same officer followed her to a nearby traffic light before turning on his lights, signaling her to pull over.
It was not a traffic stop because why would the cop pull into the complex and then, turn around and, within seconds, he's right behind me.
Mazzanani complied and says the officer took issue with her boyfriend, who didn't have an identification, and gave his younger brother's information instead.
I kind of was mad at that given moment, only because, I was in my head thinking, why would you give your brother's information?
The officer returned and had Ybanez get out of the vehicle to answer some questions. Mazzanani said she watched through her rearview mirror.
I guess the cop had told him he was going to place him under arrest because this is when I saw Glenn turn around, his back at the cop and put his hands behind his back. And then, right before the cop, I guess, was going to put him in handcuffs, that's when I see Glenn took off running, and then the cop was chasing right after him. I was in total shock.
She had no idea that was the last time she would see him conscious. But why did Glenn run?
I'm going to say it's because of that warrant. Now, did I know he had that warrant? No. Did he know that he had that warrant? I'm pretty sure he didn't.
You think he was scared to go back to jail?
Yes. I know that he wouldn't want to go back.
Ybanez was charged with distributing crystal methamphetamine a few years ago in Colorado. He was picked up in Nevada last December and was extradited, where he spent a few weeks in jail and was sentenced to probation and community service. She says she later learned from other officers who arrived on the scene that her boyfriend collapsed after he was apprehended and went into cardiac arrest and stopped breathing. She says she spent nearly 5 hours at the scene while police continuously questioned her about her boyfriend's past run-ins with the law and whether he was involved in illegal activity.
And then he goes, the reason I'm asking you these things is, because a 37-year-old male doesn't just laugh like that. And I said, exactly. I said, my boyfriend, he's in, damn near, good shape. He runs. He can run for 4 miles straight, without having to stop. So for him to collapse like that, it kind of raised questions in my head.
She found her boyfriend on life support and only briefly got to see him twice before he passed away.
I just kept telling him, baby, you have to get up. You're the only one that can tell us what really happened. He had, 3 circle, bruises, on one side of his head, and then on the other side of his head, he had, scratches as if, he, lit across, maybe, the road or something, on the ground.
But Ybanez died, and now Erica and Glenn's family are left with many unanswered questions, like why they were pulled over in the first place and why Glenn appeared beaten. According to Erica, she asked the officer why she was pulled over, and he couldn't say why.
I feel that maybe they were tipped off as far as, his whereabouts. I just think something somewhere had happened along the lines, and I just, for the most part, I want him to get justice just so that he can rest in peace. All I want.
The family is still waiting on the autopsy and the toxicology results before the exact cause of death can be released. The Las Vegas Police Department, meanwhile, is also said to be investigating the incident. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Indy Egan.